Giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the icon that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. Really quick video, man. Article had popped up about Memorial Day, and I, don't really follow these holidays. None of us really do, but I, don't really know all too much about the dates of these holidays too much. But I just decided to go on the calendar, and look up when Memorial Day was, and it's the 29th of this month. The thing is, man, what I'm getting at with this video is that they'll send you reminders and everything about Easter, Memorial Day, Independence Day. You know what I'm saying? But when we tell them about our slavery and what happened to us, you know what I'm saying? They'll remember that 1948 business. You know what I'm saying? They'll remember that. But when we tell the people about what happened to us, and a nation of people has to pay for what has happened to us, they'll tell us that was so long ago. Okay, so was Memorial Day. You may say, well, no, it wasn't that long ago. Okay. What about Christmas, Easter, all this other stuff? All this other stuff that y'all remember was founded long before even the 16, as everybody knows, is our slavery in the 1600s. That was founded a long time ago. Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, and all this other bullshit that y'all people worship, man. Right? So you telling us that was a long time ago? Well, so was Christmas. So was Easter. So was Valentine's Day. So is Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So was Halloween. All this stuff was founded so long ago, man, and you people still hold that up high. But all of a sudden, when we come with knowledge and we come with our history, you're quick to throw it. Yeah, I'm talking about even Jake too, man. Jake is quick to throw it off. Well, that was long ago. All them people were dead. So if that's the case, and they're dead, so called dead, which that's off anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a thing in reincarnation, prepare slaughter for the children for the iniquities of their fathers, right? We understand reincarnation, but let's go down that route. You still celebrating Christmas? The people that celebrated Christmas, you can see, is long gone, but you still celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? You still reference it. You still gonna throw have these big ass Thanksgiving dinners, right? That was a long time ago. You won't forget about that. Independence Day. Oh please, that bullshit. Jake, man, Jake still just don't get it, man. And Edomite, or no, he was a Jake. Tilaki, that was a Jake. That Jake Saturday, man. Set up there and said, well, you black people, you guys got it made now. You guys got it made now. How's that, man? Tell me how, man. What? A little bit of money. But he goes on to the Mexicans. The Mexicans in the same situation as we are, man. Right? You see a bunch of Mexicans in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You see them having all the jobs. Some of them are police officers. A lot of them are police officers. A lot of them are doctors. So I mean, come on, man. You can't do that. You look at them and look at us. We in the same situations, man. We still celebrating all these wicked ass holidays that have nothing to do with us, man. We are still being oppressed, man. So forget what? Forget something that's still happening. Something that happened a long time ago. Guess what? It's still happening now. You can say, well, it's without the physical lynching. They're spiritually doing it through this social media. You see how we are now? This is why everybody's shooting and killing each other now. In fact, it's probably worse now. I would say it is worse now. Everybody's shooting and killing each other. All these mass shootings everywhere. The world is completely out of order, man. Anyway. All right. So forget about this, right? Right? Let's go on to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. All right. Because the Lord told us to do one thing, right? Or many things, but he told us to do this. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. So we're not supposed to forget. If you're an Israelite and you're saying you're in the mindset, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you're in the mindset, you're out there standing on the highways and on the hedges, you're in the mindset as well. This happened a long time ago. That happened a long time ago. You're going off, right? Because the Lord told us to do what again? Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Why? Because what was written for time is for our learning today. So when we read these stories, for example, this is a really good example. When you read the stories, right? Most of the time when the Israelites went off, most of the time the Lord said what? He kept saying one thing. I am the one that brought you or your forefathers out of the land of Egypt. It was me. And I want you to remember that. Most of the time he made mention to that I am the one that brought you out of the land. Yeah, I'm the one that brought you or your forefathers out of the land of Egypt. Why did he keep saying that? Because he wanted us to remember. And that's for our learning today. You see what we doing? He's like, man, this money isn't what took you, what carried your forefathers, you and your forefathers out of the land of Egypt. I did, right? And that's what he's telling us today. But you see what happens when we went off? He reminds us, and then he puts hell on us because he's like, remember, I'm the one that brought you out of the land of Egypt, and I could throw your ass right back there and see how you feel about it. And that's what he done to us now, man. He threw our ass right back. He threw our ass right back here, man. But guess what? He get ready to take us out. He get ready to take us out of the land of Egypt. This is the land of Egypt. This is the land of Babylon. This is the land of wickedness in general, man. Whatever you want to call this bitch, man. This is everything but righteousness. Everything but righteousness. Right? So it said, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, he will shew thee thy elders, and they will tell thee. And this is why you have elders, you have fathers and elders. You know what I'm saying? Uh, because of past experiences, they learn from past experiences, and they can help guide the younger generation to uh, to you know what I'm saying, to guide them, yeah, guide the younger generation so they don't make the same mistakes, right? Why? Because they remember the days of old. And this goes into that somewhat of a, I don't want to say a lie, you know what I'm saying, when it goes to the only way is forward. Well, you can say that, but how do you go forward? You, in order to go forward, you have to make a few mistakes. Then what happens? You learn, and then you keep pushing. That makes you stronger. When you avoid a situation from a past mistake, you know what you did? You remembered the days of old. You remembered your past, right? So this is the same situation, man. You want to know why people are acting the way they acting? Our men and our women are acting the way they acting because they're not remembering the days of old. Their mindset is on 2020 goddamn 3, man. Right? That's their mindset. And 2023 is no good. 2023 is no good. So I said, when you remember the days of old, you remember the law, statutes, and commandments, which is really not old because it's still in effect. You know what I'm saying? This is why the Lord is punishing us, because it's still in effect. If it wasn't in effect, then we wouldn't be in punishment. You know, we're in a completely different time. Not really. Not really. It's just much worse. A little bit of technology. That's about it. Which, other than that, it's not much different. Right? It's not much different. The whoredom, the feminism, that shit been going on for thousands of years, man. Right? It's just that now it's just out of control now. Right? The niggas acting stupid, niggas being knuckleheads and shit. Well, look at the House of Soul, right? Psalm chapter 130, 143. So it's like 143 verse 5. It says, I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse on the work of thy hands. Even David said, look, I remember the days of old. This is why you had kings that mentioned their lineage and their, you know, their heritage and their, you know, like their father and their father and their father and their father, because they remembered the days of old. They remember the days of old. Remember, when you had a righteous king that he died and then his son takes on and his son goes off, is because he didn't remember the works of his righteous father. But guess what? If the wicked king, if the king was wicked, he died, the son grew up and he was wicked. Well, guess what? Why? Because he remembered his father's work, right? So anyway, man, it's again. So the thing is, man, they tell us that we're supposed to forget, right? But the Lord tell us otherwise, man. Like, nah, man, you ain't remember the days of old. But here's the thing, man. Y'all know forget those statues up there. How long were them statues built, man? How long ago were them statues built? Of your presidents and slave owners and shit like that. And then when somebody touches those statues and take them down, it's a big ass uproar. But then you'll turn around and say, "Well, forget about it. Forget about it." You know, that happened a long time ago. Well, okay, well, don't be mad when they ready to throw down them statues. Then it was long ago. Shit don't matter. It's 2023. Let's take it all down. But you won't do that, right? You won't do that. When you go to DC around the Washington Monument area, you know what I'm saying? There's an area that have all these goddamn names around a fountain. There's an area that have all these goddamn names on it, man. All these goddamn names on it. Yeah, you remember that though. Go to Hollywood, man. Go to Hollywood. You know the area with the I can't remember what they call it, the Hall of Fame and the Walk of Fame or some shit like that, with the stars and shit with the names on them. I'm talking about the stars on the sidewalk on the ground with the names on them, man. They all got names. They all got names. How come they don't forget about them though? Right? They don't forget about them though. But what they want you to do is forget about what they want you to forget about. But then what they're trying to do is rewrite it and say slave owners, well, they treated the slaves good, you know, they fed us good. They, you know, if that's the case, then how come we are how we are today? This shit just doesn't make any sense, man. We don't know who we are. If they treated us so good, then we would still be knowing at least who we are, man. We wouldn't be calling ourselves African American, nigga, Negro, black. You know what I'm saying? Black American citizen. We wouldn't be calling ourselves that, man. If they treated us so good in slavery, would you think? We probably wouldn't even be speaking English like that. We probably would be. I don't know, man. Well, that's a bit too much. But anyway, man, they just trying to rewrite it, and it's not going to work because it's already out there. It's already out there. But Jake don't care, even if they do rewrite it. Jake don't care. Cause they want to forget about the days of old, and then they wonder why. Then they wonder why they so messed up, man. They wonder why their households is not in order. When you remember these scriptures, man, when you go over these scriptures and you learn these scriptures, you'll find out how much better your life in this hell can be, man. As good as it could be. You know what I'm saying? As good as it could be. Obviously, it's a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? But when you go over these scriptures and you learn these scriptures and you do the very best of your ability to live by the scriptures, you will understand how much better your life will be. You see these people out here? Absolutely pathetic, man. Guess what? When you learn these scriptures, when you learn these scriptures, guess what? You even drive better. You even drive better because you learn in patience. But not even really patience. You just have a common sense. You know what I'm saying? Discipline. That's the word for it. Discipline. These scriptures teach heavy on discipline, man. The way these people drive is undisciplinary, man. They're out of control, man. And it's like I said, that goes into a lack of discipline, a complete lack of discipline. You know. Anyway, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM. That's all I got on this, Shalom.